Good morning. Thanks for coming. So before we start the topic, continue on this topic, the Samadhi of Oneness. Let's be silent for a couple minutes, maybe. Just be present and let go everything. Empty, empty, empty. If thought arises in your mind, just let them go. You are relaxed, not only physically, but more importantly, mentally. You have no worries, concerns. At least at this moment. Put all your anxieties worries, concerns aside. Just as you put down the bag from your back, you discharge your mental bag. Empty yourself. Empty yourself from inside out. Let it be. Let the thoughts come. Don't resist. Let thoughts go. Don't grasp. Let it be. Let it come. Let it go. Let all be. Let all come. Let all go. You are pure witness. You are not a participator. You are not engaged in any activities. You are a pure witness. You are not disturbed by what you are witnessing. You are untouched. Undefiled, unconditioned by any experience. You are the supreme witness in a finite body and mind. You're watching people coming and go, come and go. You're watching time passing through your fingers. You are witnessing everything moves outside of your body mind and inside your body mind. Everything is perceived. Yet you are untouched. You are pure. The war between Palestinian and Israel is perceived. Yet you are not disturbed. You are untouched, actually. You may, you may rise your compassion and love for the people who are in suffering, but your purity is not defiled. Nothing can shake you. Nothing can shake you anymore because you reach your state of samadhi. Samadhi means that you're so absorbed in your being. In your joyful, relaxed, blissful state, you transcend all the wrongdoings and right doings. Subliminal hello. I'm currently trying to make a journal called The Inner World. I write down the things I project in the 3D world, and I write what I will change to get my desired. Good thing. So you're good at writing, huh? So if you put it simply, what's your desired world? Money, success, happiness? Anything else that you can tell me? It works with your help. Great. Partner, okay. We are doing business now. Oh, good. I'm a poor guy. Help me. I'm not a rich guy at all. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. But before we talk about business or investment or make money, there's one thing very critical. You should be very clear. Is that you're not doing this for yourself only. Okay. It's not your personal interest. You are doing this for others too. You're doing this for majority of people. We do need money to donate, to provide food, shelter for the poor people and you know people who need that, right? But on top of this, or on the base of all these desires, not for your individual, for yourself, or for others, you need know the totality of the reality. Otherwise, you will lose yourself. You have no ground. You have no foundation. That's why I said awakening is the primary task as a human being. Once you awakened, then you can have all your desires, and all your desires are supported by cosmic intelligence. Trust me. Remember, I said the whole ship is going by mighty engine. Why? You keep pedaling. Imagine that there's a carrier, okay, very big ship. It's driven by nuclear power. And you keep pedaling, like canoeing. There's no sense, right? You may try a lot of effort, but you cannot against the nuclear power. What I'm saying is you have to awaken to the cosmic intelligence. Use the cosmic intelligence or the mighty engine or the nuclear power to drive your desires. Otherwise, nothing will really happen. I mean, if it happens, happens at a very shallow, superficial level. Partner like girlfriend. How do you know when I am awake? There's a lot of signs. Awakening, a lot of signs. So the major sign that you shift your identity from person to presence. As simple as that. Then you're enjoying everything you're doing. You can concentrate on everything you're doing. Anything, I mean. Play music, write an email, make a phone call, anything, watch a TV, have sex. So everything you're doing with 100% presence and concentration, that means you can be very productive and very efficient. And that's only a sign you can see, because your whole perception of the reality changes. You're more loving, compassionate, friendly. You see the totality, that's all. You become wise, you become smart, you become more receptive. Any beauties of life will come to visit you, will happen to you. That's why awakening is so important, primary, fundamental. It's beyond space and time. You can not only see in this life, this moment, okay, but also in let's say in the future, in the projection of the world, like you said. Dan said, Dante, hi Dan, thanks for coming. No need to write, no need to search. That creates the veil. You need nothing outside yourself. The only doing is undoing. Only thing there is left is to be, as you already have this life you want. Very good point. Thanks for your sharing. I need some little bit modification. You can keep doing what you like to do. Nope. There's no conflict between the doing and the being, okay? Once you notice your true self, the being, or the presence or the awareness. There's no conflict between the doing and the being, the awareness and the contents of awareness. So I will say, then Taylor, you made a very good point, but there's no conflict. Once you awaken, you can keep right, you can keep search, you can keep have desires, dreams, and because all your writing, searching, and even doing business is for the benefits of majority. It's not for the individual anymore, because you awaken from person to presence. All you're doing, activity, behavior, words, body, I mean, physical actions are to serve, to love, to care. So it does not serve you as a person anymore. So the goal is different now. The intention is different. Maybe the action is the same. So that's the modification I want to. That's my point. My point. Hopefully, it's kind of helping. And thank you, Dan. Yeah, I see signs like numbers, like 1111. Okay. The numbers are coming out from you. It means you are connected and co-creating with God. But it's elementary, as everything and everyone is a sign, and that you are always connected. Beliefs get in the way. Yes, Dan has a very good point here again. You're projecting the numbers 1111. There's no problem. Once you can see it's your projection, then you're safe. Or once you can back to your inner peace and calm and letting go that projection, then you're safe. You're not fooled by your projection or any numbers or any signs. You see, that's why I say the first step of awakening is that you can back to the presence or the inner peace and stillness. Let's say inner stillness and inner silence, which is like if I use numbers, inner peace is like numbers 1 or 2 or 3, but inner stillness and the silence is 0. Hopefully, I explain it clearly. So you can back to 0, then your world can be manifest as infinite. Do you follow me? 0. Once you come back to 0, letting all things go, letting all the beauties of life go, letting all the sufferings of life go, then you back to 0, pure witnessing, a total stillness and silence. Then you are safe because now you're at home, the ultimate home. And you can travel to the different cities to pay a visit, to have different experience. That's what we're doing in the everyday life. We travel like once a year, twice a year to different cities to experience different people, right? Different scene, different country, culture, food. But we after that 1 week or 2 weeks traveling, you always back to home. In this context, your home is your inner stillness and silence, which is 0. 0 is not dead. 0 is not nothingness. No, 0 is infinite potentials. In this context, 0. So the world is your projection in infinite numbers, but 0 is your ultimate home. You can play with infinite numbers like 1111 or 9999. In Chinese culture, 9 is the best number. Maybe 999 is my choice. But once I see my choice, I can play with it. Why not? Cosmic intelligence gives us these potentials to play. And it's the beauty of life. Do not deny or deny the beauties of life. Don't. Everything's beauty, actually. That's actually, there's no split between zero and infinity. You see, that's called oneness, non-dualistic way of looking. Your doing and non-doing are one. Your awareness and contents of awareness are one. There's I and the other is one. That's the samadhi in oneness I'm talking about. Samadhi not only means you can cross your legs, sit in a cave, and be blissful, absorption, in your true being, but also in your everyday life. You can be samadhi in talking. You can be samadhi in emailing. You can be samadhi in everything, doing brushing your teeth, washing your hands, having a sex. You know what I'm saying? That's called 一行三昧. We call it samadhi in action, or samadhi in everyday life, samadhi in talking, sleeping, eating, and pooing. So you don't distinct your true self anymore. Everything is true self. God is everywhere. You are living in heaven right now. So you see, word rich is limitation. Once I say heaven, no, it implies that there's something not heaven. That's the limitation of word. Once I say one, there's implies there's something not one. This is all the limitation words. You are in heaven, in the kingdom of God, in the pure land, in the nirvana, in the samadhi, in the pure. Any word can describe this state of mind, because now it's non-dualistic. It's a complete, perfect understanding now. And Dan said, yes, thank you. Before awakening, chop wood, carry water. After awakening, chop wood, carry water. Very good, very Zen style. Yes. Or maybe chop water, carry water. Very funny. I love it. Like it. Love it. Yeah. So you are. So a metaphor again could be the waves and ocean. Before awakening, you identify your wave. Okay, you're just a piece of wave, or just maybe very big wave like Bill Gates, or Elon Musk. Very big wave in the ocean. But if you identify you are the wave only, no matter how big wave you are, you suffer. You suck. Not only you suffer, but you suck, because you're not awakened to the totality yet. Maybe you're a very small wave, like me, or maybe a bubble in the ocean, okay? But now, if you awaken to your totality, a very little bubble, realize that his entire ocean, he or she or it, is entire ocean in action, then you're awakened. And that change, that shift of identity is so important. Is so important. You transcend space and time now. So subliminal put into a list of desires, one more thing is awakening, because after awakening, all your desires will achieve gradually, and you may not have that desires or unnecessary desires anymore, or bullshit anymore. I've never heard in Samadhi in action. Now I'm full of enthusiasm. Thank you for reminding me that we are always in heaven. Yeah, thank you, Dan. You're such a beautiful soul. Buddha remind me that we are in the Pure Land. We are in the Buddhahood already, and I'm so glad that I can remind you too. So samadhi and wisdom should be combined. That's again, wisdom is it's like realization of oneness. Let's say this, okay? Realization of a non-duality world or non-duality reality. You really in the suchness. I don't know, or tathata. You really realize everything is in heaven. Everyone is already in heaven. Only someone don't know it yet. And that's important. Once you know you're in heaven, everything changes around you. That's how wisdom can change your understanding, your realization. So samadhi without wisdom is a dead samadhi. So samadhi in action means you have a taste of wisdom, a taste of love, compassion, understanding, a total understanding of what's going on in the world, outside of me and inside of me. You notice that. So samadhi in action is same as wisdom in action. So it's synonymous with wisdom in action, love in action, uh, nirvana in action. Let's say that. You become the representative of God. Do you follow? You are the agent of God. You are the preacher of God. You're not talking things, you are not also doing things now. like you said, chop the wood, carry the water. That's in heaven already. Once you realize that the whole world changes, wow, beautiful world. We are, how to say, so you see that consciousness plays a very, very important role here. Once you realize, you change the whole thing. For most people, they change by the situations. Their state of mind changed by the external situations. And their inner state of mind changed by the external situations. No, if you awaken one, you change everything from the source of everything. You change the external surroundings. The physical or the wars between Palestinian and Israel still going on, but you change your understanding of it. You see that? Because now your understanding is different. Your feeling is different. Your perception is different. Your action will be different too. All the Buddha's teaching is teach us how to change our understanding. So Buddha use wisdom. Wisdom arising in you. You have that pure witnessing power and understanding based on the pure witnessing. Dhyana and vipassana, or shamatha and vipassana, or concentration and wisdom, they're all talking about same thing. Samadhi in oneness is the wisdom in action, the samadhi in action. You are originally a Buddha. You realize that. You and Buddha are no different. Don't look down upon yourself. Don't look down upon yourself. You don't know your infinite potential yet. If I want to leave my body, I practice Maha Samadhi. You see, mind play tricks with you again. Can you see that mind play tricks with you? If I want to leave my body, I practice Maha Samadhi. Why you want to leave your body and practice Maha Samadhi? Maha Samadhi is right now. It's crazy. You are in heaven right now. Don't looking for a place other than here. You see how mind plays subtle tricks with you. I know it's hard. Even months ago, years ago, I want to be, leave the body. No, of course. And I don't deny, if you can leave your body, practice this Mahasamadhi, congratulations, okay? But how about change your understanding? You are in a Mahasamadhi right now, okay? You see, this is important. Don't wait next moment. Don't wait next place to be, you. If you still wait next moment or someplace else, then you have that gap. You have to enter state. Then you have one day you have to leave that state too. It's very tricky now. Of course, you can enter a Mahasamadhi, but once you say enter or practice, you have to sometime you have to leave that state too. That means you're still not the complete. Make sense? Why not now? Why not here? Then this understanding may help you one day to leave the body. Do you follow? Because leave or not leave the body is not important to you anymore. Anyway, you see, you still identify you are the body. I want to leave the body. No, you're not your body. Your body is in you. And you are everywhere. You see, every word reaches its limitation. Every word is a division of totality. So it's very tricky now. Once I say apple, there's something not apple. Once I say I, there's something not I. This dualistic language is a problem. Itself is a problematic. You, the awareness, is infinite big and infinite small. You are in the awareness is all inclusive now. Do you follow? That's the awakening part. You have to awaken from the contents of awareness to the awareness only. You are aware of everything now. You're aware of a body. The body is in you. You're aware of your feelings, emotions. The feelings, emotions are in you. That's a total perception. You have nowhere to live because you are everywhere. Do you follow? You're never to. You'll never arrive. You don't come. That's the Tathagata. The Buddha has a name. Another name is Tathagata. Thus never come. And who never comes? Who never goes? You never come. So you don't live. You're not born. So you don't die. I'm talking about this, you know, I hopefully you can realize by yourself. By words, that's the most I can help you at this moment now. You never born. The ultimate never born. The ultimate give birth to everything else. Do you follow? All the bodies, all the minds, 8 billion bodies and minds, including the infinite numbers of animals, insects, bacteria, dogs, cats, fish, birds, you name it. Everything, every sentient being is giving birth. Means they have to die someday. Even planet dies, even star dies. But the ultimate is not born. You are that ultimate. That tvam. Sorry about my Sanskrit, but you are that twamasi. That twamasi. Sorry, yes. I will double check. That's called awakening, and that's your potential, my dear friend. You don't know how fortunate you are. In terms of being fortunate, I'm not talking about your money in the bank. No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you, the true self, the being. If you know how fortunate you are, you become the most wealthy person, not person anymore in the world. You're the most wealthy being because you transcend all these cycles of suffering. Birth and death, birth and death, birth and death, birth and death. Or if it's a sentient being, it's a construction, destruction, construction, destruction, construction, destruction. In the timeless time, how many universe has been constructed and destructed. And if you realize this, and this moment, you stop the flowing of time. You understand time is the manifestation of timeless. Form is empty. Empty is form. There's no conflict. The unmanifested is manifested in the names and forms. I really wish you can understand me. Oh my God. Sadhguru, yes. Sadhguru is awakened being, for sure. And it's funny guy. Yeah. You see, then you mentioned the samadhi in action. That action is a traditionally understanding. Okay, it's a concession of understanding. You're doing, but you're not doing. So that's the real meaning of samadhi in oneness. It's transcend doing or non-doing now. It's not. It's an action. Like you can serve, you can love, you can volunteer, you can donate. But actually, in your heart, it's not an action anymore. Do you follow? But as words, we're saying like this way. But if you're a truly awakened one, you're not. You're doing it, but you're not doing it. It's like a wind in the sky. It's blowing, but he or the wind itself is don't think it's blowing. It's just play, showtime. How can I enjoy my life with all the desires I want when when I'm awakened? How can I enjoy my life with all the desires I want when I am awakened? When you are awakened, you will call up a lot of individual desires. All your desires will drop naturally. Not all of. Most unnecessary individual uh, ego egoic desires will drop naturally, and more how to say altruistic desires like helping others more instead of yourself will arise naturally, and you will do just follow your heart. Maybe you just awaken one people. That's enough. Maybe you just have very small desire achieved. That's okay. Or you can be very successful, like Elon Musk. So you don't attach the outcomes of your desires anymore because underneath all the desires, everything is already perfect and complete. It's so hard to say. You have to. It's like you haven't. Imagine one of your friend has never eaten an apple. Just imagine someone have never eaten an apple, and you tell him, "Oh, he has never seen an apple either. Okay, never tasted, never seen, never smell an apple. Now you have to try to express what the apple looks like, what the vitamin, what the sweetness, what the protein level. how crispy it is, can you? You can all use thousands, millions of words to describe what an apple is, but until one day your best friend eat that apple, all your words, all your previous words, descriptions will be, fulfilled by himself. Or before he eat that apple, all your words kind of futile. Make sense to you now? Okay, I think maybe that's all for today. I can see you again tomorrow, 8 a.m. Vancouver time. It's a beautiful session. Thanks for coming. Let's sit in silence for one more minute. Thank you, Kristen. Maybe see you tomorrow. Thank you, everyone.